We're back. Fatman Scoop TV, Fatman Scoop, a.k.a. Big Colorado, and if you just turned it on, we're joined straight from Detroit, Michigan by Ja Rule. Welcome, man.
Yo, R.I.P, new album in stores right now. 15 hot new tracks. Shit is crazy. Check it out. I got R. Kells on the album, Fat Joe on the album, Ashanti on the album, Trick Daddy on the album. Got my Murder Inc. family on the album, Lloyd, Cadillac, Black Child. Go check it out, baby. R.I.P in stores right now. Holla, Smurder.
Listen, let's get right into it. Do you consider what's happened so far this year to be a comeback for you?
Nah, I kind of look at it the same way you look at it. I feel I never went nowhere. Been making good music. I never stopped making good music. Even through the whole bullshit, I still put out, records that people received, clap back, motherfuckers like that, and still bump it in the club. So, I never really looked at it as a comeback. It's tough to be in my lane and do what I do and have a group of people behind you and what you do doing what I went through. You understand? And I gotta really congratulate and applaud all of those people who rolled with me and through all the bullshit, because you gotta be a leader in this world. You understand? And those people who went through that storm with the rule were the leaders. You know what I mean? The followers, it was easy to jump on the bandwagon, but the ones that stood up and said, fuck that, I fucks with rule, those are the leaders of the world. So, I'm good with the people who ride with the God.
I've seen you go from the point in your career where people were running past you to get to Method Man. Then I saw it go to a point where they were running directly towards you. Then I saw it go to a point where you were almost down and out and you didn't have any records on the air, to the point that you come back strong with 3 bangers. What's that ride been like?
I mean, that's life. That's the beauty of life, where you get to see all aspects of it. When I was hustling, I had good and bad days. You know what I'm saying? It was days when I was killed it, and then there was days like, damn, nobody's smoking today. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like that. That's life, and when you live, you go through that. You understand? So, I'm a real nigga, so I go through it, day by day, and understand it and appreciate the fact that I, go through life as a real person. You know what I mean?
At one point, it was Murder Inc. Radio. It was to the point that Gotti was rhyming on songs. Now, when you start rhyming on songs and you're a producer, you really feel you got it. Everything was going good. All of your records were on the radio. When did things start to seem like they were going bad?
I don't know. It just kind of, started happening, hate and shit. You get, bandwagon, ignorant people that want to, yeah, fuck you, Rue, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They want to be on that wave. And then, you see these same people show you love. And some of them fronting and shit, so I've gotten, like when I'm doing radio and shit, niggas will call up and be like, yo, Rule, I was with you the whole ride, nigga, but I know niggas is fronting, I know how niggas like to, create friction, because that's what they do. They sitting at home, they watching videos, and what better for them to do but create friction in my life or this man's life, you know what I'm saying? They ain't, that's their contribution to our hard times or our good times. You understand? Because they can waver what happens we're not athletes. You understand? My money doesn't, or my love or my thing doesn't all just rely on my jump shot. You understand? I have to be received by the people, and the people have to receive what you do well and like what you do musically and personally. You know what I'm saying? So I think the people kind of misconstrued who I was, you know what I mean, and got, kind of bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray, run amok, so to speak. And now they understand, they looking and seeing what's going on, and they like, Rule is that nigga, and it's all good.
When did you notice actual people, starting to switch up on you? When did you notice this starting to happen?
I can't really put a pinpoint on when it just, it just started gradually, just like people just started hating, you know what I'm saying, and then people just started giving back the love. It just gradually, I can't put a time period on when it started happening and when it started coming back. You know what I mean? It just was, just one of them things, man. You just got to be out and about, you know what I mean, and out in the public's eye, you know what I mean, and feel it. If I'd have been inside or not been around, I probably could pinpoint it better. Like, yo, this date, it was crazy. And then one day I went back out and it was great, you know what I'm saying? But, I was outside doing the whole ordeal, so it was kind of gradual during the whole process, you know what I mean?
Did it flip you out to just see people turn on you that way?
It's going to sound crazy, but, in a real essence, a real sense, I was like, it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my turn now. I done seen a lot of artists go through the blow up stages and then go through the hate stages. You understand? So I know it was coming from me. I made a record about it. You know what I'm saying? The Rain. For all those that don't know, I think The Rain Is Cold and Murder is a record about the hate about to come down because we're killing it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of foreseen it, and I knew that the hate would come sooner or later, but it's all good.
You know how it is, Ja. When things happen, they don't just affect you. They affect the kids and the wife and everybody. You know how kids can be in school. They can be mean and tease the kids and talk crazy to them. How did it affect your family, man, the wife and the kids?
Yeah, kids, but my kids are young, but my daughter, she's the oldest, she's 9. But like I said, they go to good schools, man, prestigious schools where it's not that, it's sad to say, but it ain't that hood shit going on where the kids is, involved in that. The kids that are in my daughter's school, their parents are rich and the basketball player, and my daddy's a mayor, and my daddy's this. So it's like, who's who? 50 who? Or your daddy's Ja Rule who? Like, they don't even care. You understand what I'm saying? The kids in our school. So it's a different thing.
How did it really affect the wifey, man?
The wife, she's cool. She don't. They don't get bothered with that, like how I caught it. The family, they didn't really get bothered with that. They went on, lived their lives, and did what they was doing. You know what I mean?
Now you're at a point right now where you're sitting around and you're not hearing your songs on the air. Now, just a year and a half ago, you were at the point where you had broken the airplay spin record, the most spins since they started recording how many spins you could get a week. And now you're at a point in your career at this time where you couldn't even get your drop played on the air.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword for me because word to mother, I look at the whole situation like when you talk about stuff like that with the radio tracking and how, the spins and stuff like that with my records and over at Def Jam, I was really the first artist to really start breaking formats. You know what I mean? Top 40, all them format and really getting spun at that level, you know what I mean? So, it's funny because nowadays that's kind of the standard. You know what I mean? So the same thing that I got ridiculed for set the standard. You understand? You don't make an album right now without having your record that can get a top 40 spin. You understand? So, niggas can say what they want, but at the end of the day, you better go make a Ja Rule record, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to sell some records, you better go make a Ja Rule record. So anybody out there that's hating on Ja Rule records or whatever, rappers, whatever, just, turn around and look at yourself in the mirror, man, and ask yourself, what am I doing? You understand? If that's the problem, because, it's the standard right now. Like, if you don't make them type of records, you're not getting spun at that level. You know what I mean?
Did it ever cross your mind to just give it up? Just hang up the towel, hang up the sneakers, say, forget it, it's over, I'm done, I'm through?
I go in the studio, I work hard, and I put it out there for the people, and that's all that matters. So, it's kind of like the record, Big made, you're nobody till somebody kills you. I feel when I'm dead, people appreciate more what I've done, than while I'm here.
Anyone who knows anything about Def Jam and Murder Inc. knows that label was built off money that was given to Irv Gotti from Def Jam because of the work that he had done with DMX and Jigga and, and everybody that was on the Def Jam roster at that time. Why can't the feds understand that?
Man, I don't even want to talk about the FEDS. Them boys is bad boys, man. They don't play, man. You know, understand? And realistically, what it is, you know, in this music business, they see pictures. That's all they see. They see, you know, what it is on camera, what it is in magazines, what the people build of you, what your name is. That's all they see. And they create things around that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about the feds for a second. Anybody who's in the streets or is of the streets or affiliated with the streets knows that when the feds are on your back, it's a problem. Does that make your life difficult in any way with the feds kind of being in your mix to an extent?
Very.
In what respect?
I mean, you know, it's people can say what they want, but you know, nobody wants to deal with those situations. You understand what I'm saying? Corporate America doesn't want to deal with those situations. Some of them do. Some of them, you know, they understand that we're in the business and it's crazy and you know, sometimes things can get looked upon as they're not, you know, and you know, some people have been stand-up people and dealt with us because we're not convicted of anything, you know what I mean?
Final question. There's a record out there right now that 50 Cent did, it's on his new album, that takes a shot at you, takes a shot at Jadakiss, at Fat Joe, and I'm guessing it's because they participated in the New York record with you. What's your take on that song?
Good for him.
Why?
He's a clown, yo. That's basically you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing else to say about this dude.
If 50 Cent reached out to you, hypothetically, if the man reached out to you, extended his hand in peace, said, I want to stop the drama, stop the beef, you know, not let's be friends, but maybe let's do a collaboration together, whatever, what would you do?
I cut it off, my nigga. That's just my answer.
Well, once again, John, man, it's always good to see you, man. You know how you do. Enjoy yourself in Detroit. Fatman Scoop TV. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it cracking. We'll be back in a minute. Hang around.